Like, I'm falling apart. Like, literally, I'm falling
You're
apart.
still a young man.
Oh, dude. You know what it is? It was years of motocross destroying my body, I feel.
You think so?
Yeah, hitting the ground. All my joints, my back, my neck, my
You ever
head.
try staying on it?
Yeah,
What happened to your face?
What are you talking about? Oh, I shaved a mustache. Whatever. It's just not quite coming back.
You got the old Santa Claus puff going there.
Yeah. Well, it's wintertime now, and I'm outside all day.
Yeah, you are.
Because I'm an outdoor cat. And I bought a new truck.
I saw it out there. It's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's a truck, yeah.
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about trucks. Actually, someone did ask about how the GM situation went down.
And?
Well, I guess we can talk about it. What are they going to do? So, other than never sponsor us. So, finally, truck broke down again since we talked about this last time, right? Finally blew up. So, we get it to the dealer. I'm like, okay, enough's enough. So, I did threaten them with legal action. I talked to a lawyer that I won't say who gave me the advice and gave me the contact name, but the guy was a gem.
Right.
Yep, you got a case, no problem. They have to give you equal vehicle, blah, blah. But he's like, but try to resolve it if you can first, because this will be drawn out for a year.
Right.
And you'll have to keep paying on that truck and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, the dealer stepped up and like, look, we'll give you that demo that you were driving. It has more options. It wasn't like the truck I wanted, a little bit. But here was the kicker. So GM gave me back all the money and payments I made on that truck. But the issue is that they took a price increase a week after I bought that truck.
Oh.
$8,000. They wouldn't throw the price increase down on a new truck for me. And I'm like, well, that's not fair.
What?
So that's why I took the demo, because it had some K on it. But they're like, we can do that at the old price, because it was already on the lot being driven at the old price. So that's how that went down. Wasn't perfect scenario, but I'm out of it. Now, that new truck's going to the shop tomorrow.
No.
All the sensors quit on it. Cruise control won't work. Headlights, high beam. Like, it's just, like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
me,
my goodness.
I'm cursed with vehicles.
They're not made in Oshawa anymore. That's what's going on.
No.
Yeah, well, that's it, right?
So see what happens to that one. Hoping it's just something stupid, because I swear I take care of these things. I wash them, rust proof them, change the oil. I take care of my stuff. So anyways, the other one called me a month later. Like, this was like a couple weeks ago. Hey, your truck's ready for pickup. And I'm like, what truck? Yeah, your 2002 Sierra. It's back together now. I'm ready for pickup. I'm like, no, that's your truck. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I got a new one off you guys. Like, that's your truck. Oh, okay. Well, let me see what's going on. So I'm like, something doesn't seem right.
You should have went and got it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. So I go into my bank account.
Oh, and they're still charging you for it.
They're still charging me on the old truck. And not a single payment came out on the new one. So they never even put it in my name, right? So they gave me an ownership. I signed the loan and everything, but it never got transferred. Like, the loan, I don't know how. He said it got prorated, whatever. So I'm like, what is going on over here? So anyways, we get that all sorted out. The loan was through Scotiabank. I financed the truck through my business, whatever. They refunded me all the money on the old truck. It was easy. It wasn't even a problem. They're like, oh, that's our fault. No problem. Here you go. And then, so anyways, I get in there and I get talking to one of the service managers. I won't say the dealer's name. Service manager goes, we got that truck back together, Kyle. The mechanic and the other service advisor took it down the road to Bowmanville, and it died.
No.
And both of them didn't have their cell phones. They had to flag somebody down in the 401 to use a cell phone to call me to get a tow truck to tow it back. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, so they didn't have their cell phone. And they're like, no. I'm like, you know that fancy OnStar button that you guys try to make me pay $40 a month for?
Yeah.
Why didn't they hit that? She looks at me, she's like, that's a good question. So anyways, they get this truck back. I guess the Cadillac inverter was so full of oil and all this stuff. So they get it back together. Another service guy takes it home for the weekend just to test it. Dies on him.
No.
That's all I know. They won't tell me anything else. But it's just been like, curse, that truck.
No way.
And some poor bugger in Indiana is going to get that truck. That thing should be crushed. That thing should not be out there. It's dangerous.
Wow.
So anyways, that's what happened to the truck. So, but
Well, I bought a beautiful truck.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I bought the 2022 Ram Longhorn Limited Edition.
I think so, man.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah, I went up to McEwen Sports there, just north of Campbellford, and dealt with the salesman there, Jeff. What a beauty he is! And I found it on the internet. Like,
Yep.
it had everything I wanted.
Yep.
It was on the lot.
Yep.
And I called him and I said, "Would you have time to see me this afternoon?" He said, sure, why don't you come down around 4 o'clock? So I rolled in there at 4 o'clock. He's like, all right, I got the keys. Let's go. He opens the door. He's like, all right, we're going to take it for a test drive. I said, no, let's do some paperwork. He says, what? I said, no. I said, it's a truck. I know what it is. I've seen all the pictures, and I've been driving a Dodge since 2003, so I want this truck. So we went in, we did the paperwork. That was last Wednesday, and I picked it up Saturday morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
good
happy, yeah.
Boat will look good behind that.
Yeah, well, yeah. It took him an hour to deliver it to me, just with all the different options on the...
going through everything, explaining stuff to you.
Just the dash alone.
Yeah.
Well, they probably talk slow too, right?
Does it got the big, like the great big...
Yeah, it's got the 12-inch
dash in it?
screen, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's sweet.
Oh, you're high rolling now, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty ballin'.
Feel like $1 million now, eh?
Yeah, well, I feel
confident that you're going to get home.
Yeah. If I'm putting $1,000 a month into a truck to keep it on the road, I might as well be putting $1,000 a month into a ballin' ride.
Look, you either pay to own them or you pay to fix them. Mm-hmm. There's a couple years in between there where like you can roll that, make that truck work with you.
Yeah.
But like I've done it both ways.
Yeah.
And with the whole COVID flipping, I was getting a new truck every year and I was making money.
Yeah.
And I was putting 50,000 K on them a year with my job as a sales rep, and I was still making money flipping the trucks. That's done. Wholesalers don't want to pick up the phones now, I'm told. So this one I'll have to hold on to for a while.
Right.
Hopefully it's a good truck. But it's just it's crazy, like the amount of cost to drive and maintain a vehicle, let alone a boat now too, right?
Right.
So speaking of boats, who's put theirs away and who do you know is still fishing?
I put mine away a little while ago. October, after I had problems with my trim, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it fixed, so I thought, well, might as well just winterize it now and put it away and deal with that.
And then walleye will come and it won't be fixed and you'll be mad at yourself.
No. I will be. I'm going to look for a new trim motor.
Yeah.
True assembly.
So the guys on Quinty, they're still smashing.
Yeah.
We were supposed to actually go out.
We were last Monday.
But unfortunately, Lloyd there, at our Umi Charters, Lloyd Dom, he had some issues. Unfortunately, we had to cancel the day before, which is awesome because he's, super good guy. He felt horrible, but hey, stuff happens.
And that was literally going to be his last day.
That was going to be his last day on the water. But there's still a lot of people out there smashing huge walleye right now, right? Like if you follow Brad and Mary Thorne on Instagram or some of the JB Fishing Depot guys or Home Record Charters, or like they are slaying. Mm-hmm. Like it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I was talking to JP DeRose yesterday, and
another one.
Yeah, he was up in Cornwall.
Okay.
And they caught, he said around 150 walleye yesterday.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, walleye cheeks! I love walleye.
Yeah.
I love eating them.
Yeah, they just lit them right up.
Do you say anything about size?
He said it was an okay day. He's like, a real good day will catch 200.
Were they trolling?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's amazing.
It's hard to catch 200 fish trolling in a day.
Oh yeah. No doubt. That's true enough, but still. Yeah, no, it's man, you got to be pretty hardcore though. Like your hands are cold. You know what I mean? It's like it's a different.
Well, you're afraid of the cold, are you?
No, I sit in a deer stand and I freeze my butt off.
I'd rather be. I'm with you, Kai. I'd rather be out there on a nice day. I'm kind of turning into a fair weather fisherman in my old age.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll admit it.
I'm hating morning hunts though.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to hate morning hunts.
See, morning hunts are super tough, man, because if you're going into a bait pile,
you're pushing deer.
You're pushing them off.
Yeah, I don't like morning hunts. It's I don't think I'm ever gonna do one again.
Yeah, I'm not big on the morning.
Or I'll walk in at daylight.
Yeah.
Where I can walk into my farm and shoot, which is what happened to me this past gun hunt.
I went for an evening hunt 2 nights ago, and I had 13 deer underneath me.
Jeez.
Right?
That's awesome.
I'd never see that in the morning. I go in and I'm pushing them.
It's like you having 13 smallmouth under you at a bass tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
And not being able to catch one.
You let them go, man. Let them grow.
Yeah. So props to all you guys out there. There's a number of charter guys coming to the CanCast show. So go by and see them. Get booked in for one of those late season walleye charters.
Because this is the absolute best time to be.
Best time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I went with Lloyd a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We went on almost the exact same day. It was his last day. It was his last day of charter right at the end of November. I think it was the 30th we went on. And I caught a 9-pounder, a 10-pounder, an 11-pounder, and a 12-pounder.
Just like keep topping your personal best.
Yeah. I broke my personal best 4 times that day. My 8 pounds is my personal best.
Days like that, you never forget.
Oh, it was
I was like that day on Simcoe this year. It's just like personal best.
When you went out with Tim.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on, right? Like even Tim's like, I don't know what's going on. Like just, days you're like, you'll never beat that.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's good. But yeah, check out those charter guys. I recommend you book some. Okay. Tournament scene. Ontario. Is it just me or is it like heating up? Like we're in December and
There's some new stuff this year, right?
We're hearing so much chatter on new series.
Yeah.
Old series, shootout, CSFL, the basket, whatever. Like there's so much stuff happening. New bait field tour.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I think that's going to be like a premier deal.
Well, I think that's their aim.
So I was looking at the schedule.
They're going with the 65 boat field.
Yeah.
60, so
4 events.
Bay of Quinte, Trenton, July 8th. Morrisburg, July 22nd. Cornwall, 12th and 13th of August. And Cardinal. So that's all, like Eastern.
And then they're going to have a
Ontario.
championship.
And then Baitfield Championship, Gananoque, September 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the top 40 guys are going to qualify for the Classic, right? And the top 3 are going to get really good checks, and they're still going to give away a boat and a motor.
And you know all this? Are we supposed to talk about this?
Yeah, that we can, yeah.
We can? Okay.
Yeah, I just can't
Teams
say
that have
anything else.
fished the 2022 Renegade Bass Tour will have priority registration for this new and exciting series brought to you by our friends at American Bait Works, Mercury Motors, and Bass Cat Boats. And the Thousand Island Opens, July 27th, 28th, and 29th. That's on my bucket list to fish.
Yeah, that would be a cool derby.
Yeah, what's the entry fees? Have they put that out there yet?
Doesn't say.
No?
Doesn't say. But I think there'll be a lot of people fish that.
Well, 65 anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be a full
I would say they'll
field.
I would say they'll probably fill it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, if you fish the Renegade this year, and I think they had 78 teams this year, you want to be on that list.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So that's interesting there. You got Cory and the shootout team making all sorts of buzz.
Oh, yeah, he's all over the internet right now.
He's making big moves. He's pushing hard.
I'd like to give him a compliment on how he did that sign up. I just thought it was really cool, him going to like dealer, store, getting guys to sign up. I thought it was really cool. Like at your local tackle shop, signing up for your tournament series. I don't know. I just thought it was
And he did it
like
like a meeting thing a couple weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
And now I think he's down south in South Carolina with the team championship, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was just live with them on Facebook there a little while ago.
Yeah. So like
the guys.
There's lots happening. So like as an angler, what are you looking for? And I'm going to full disclosure, I don't fish either of those series, so I can't really comment. But as an angler, if I was coming into it, what would you guys be looking for? You looking for more like bang for your buck, or more money for entry but bigger payouts? Like more competitive, less competitive? Like what do you guys want?
Personally, I'm okay just doing club stuff right now. I used to do the bigger ones, but it's not my deal. I can't see me putting my hard-earned money and my family's money out for something I just show up and fish, because I just don't have time to pre-fish or anything like that. So I would think the majority of guys are probably looking that whole payout structure thing.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
And then they're going to want a good Classic. So they're going to want a really good prize at the Classic. And Banford just came out. I think he's giving away 2 Nissan Versas.
Cars.
Yeah.
But you know what? Whether you keep the car or sell it, that's an easy thing to sell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Done,
sure.
right? Like it's probably easier to sell than a boat.
Yeah, you could probably sell it right back to the dealership.
100%. Whatever. It's easy. So good for him. Like that's awesome. It's good to see that fishing's going to go up a notch in Ontario.
You know what I would really like to see is a true Canadian Classic. So you have 3 or 4 major series or whatever, and then they send their best, say, top anglers from their classics to the championship.
I got it.
You know what I mean?
You just volunteered the CanCast Cup.
The CanCast Cup.
There
you
you
take
go.
the top 10 from their classics, and then you run an event.
If you win it, you win Mark's Ranger.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
it'll
you
be an
don't.
Invitational.
Yeah,
Well, it's
invitational.
your idea. You got to give up
You
the
have to
prize.
step up, man. You got to spend money to make money.
That's
what
right.
do I got? Let me think of what I got to
Your
trade.
boat.
No way.
You're going to give away a boat.
You have
I'll
to
give away my boat.
Nobody's going to come if we don't give away a boat.
Your boat's good. That'd be a good prize.
Yeah, it's a great boat.
I mean, might need a trim motor, but
And it's pulled by a brand new white Dodge.
No, that ain't happening.
there is a GM that I'm sure we can give you. Don't you worry.
Right?
Don't you worry about that. I was at the point where the last one, I was just going to drive it to Montreal and leave the keys in it.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was at with it.
Right.
Take the insurance.
Right. Well, I just put a tracker in my truck because they're super high on the list of getting thieves.
What is with all these Dodges getting stolen?
Well, they can get into them with the tablet. They're just walking up. And
So like
a tablet.
what?
They're in and
you
gone.
didn't? Okay, so 12 of them got stolen in Bowmanville in one night, like a month ago.
Really, eh?
And this guy got on his doorbell camera, and like one guy walks up, he's got like this tablet on his chest, and he's like scanning. So your key fob's like in the door. They unlock it, and they start the truck,
And they're gone.
and they're gone. 12 of them got hit, and they found like 5 of them in a container, like Cornwall way or whatever.
Yeah, Quebec.
Quebec or something. But it's Dodges, like the easiest vehicle to steal right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, Dodge, smarten up.
So they'll be coming for the rest of them. They just figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought a worldwide tracker, and it comes with a subscription. You got to pay for it.
Really, eh?
Yeah, yearly subscription.
Well,
yeah.
if anybody's looking for a Ford F-150, just PM me. I'll send you my address.
There you go.
Right.
Come take it.
So speaking of Team Canada down on Hartwell, sorry. There's quite a few of them there between the shootout guys that went.
Yeah, they sent down 13 teams. I
Yep.
think,
and then
right?
and then CSFL sent down 1 or 2.
2, I believe.
2. And then there was another series that sent down a team. Can't remember who it was. But anyways, so there's lots. So these are names that I've seen so far. Hurdle, the Hurdle boys. Williams and Jeff Blanchard there. I did talk to Mike today, by the way.
Yep.
Fill you on that. Spiros and Justin Beckett.
Mm-hmm.
Craigo and May. Sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong, guys. Pronouncing these names wrong, sorry. Ashison and Loudon. Chong and Gervais. That's David Chong. Willie and Nicholas. Voldock and Runts. Brown and Ferguson. Breezy and Denali. I don't know if I said that right, sorry. Evans and Evans. Mercer and Morgan.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mercer was down there.
Yeah, man, he's down there. He's pretty quiet about the whole thing.
He is. Thornton and Lewis. I had no idea he was down there.
Yeah, I talked to him last night.
Well, from Mercer Marine. He's down there.
Marine.
My neighbor's down there.
Yeah,
Yes, he
Wow,
is.
I'm a bad neighbor. Jeez.
Kind of.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even
Did you
ask
see
if
his
he
boat
needed
leaving?
anything. No.
Yeah.
No. Last time he was giving me crap about the podcast. So I had to block him on Facebook. So, no, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. So those guys are all down there. So it starts tomorrow, I believe. I think today was the last day.
Yeah, tomorrow's day 1. So that it's the way Andrew explained it to me, if I understood right. So it's a 2-day team tournament, and then the next 2 days, if you do really well on the team side, they take the teams and they split the teams up.
Top 3 teams, I believe.
Yeah, so they take the teams and they split the teams up. The co-anglers get a boat and you fish against each other for the last. Whoever wins that wins the last spot in the Bassmaster Classic 2022-23.
Yeah. I was talking to Mike there, and he said they've got lots of spots deep, like spotted bass deep, but they can't get the largies to go. They can't figure them out.
Yeah, it's tough to get the largies down there right now.
I just told them to throw a dinger at it.
Yeah, well,
Exactly what you do.
what would Mark Hunter do?
Purple dinger down there.
Yeah, and then I don't know if it was Beckett or Spiro. Somebody posted a video. Maybe it was Chong. I can't remember. I'm sorry. But you see the rain there this morning? Or was it last night?
Not so much.
They were like literally, I'll find the video and I'll send it to Woody to put up here in the show. They literally had so much water on the boat tarps. They were like brushing it off with like their snow brushes.
Really?
Yeah, before practice. Like it's wet.
Wow.
So it's going to be an interesting tournament. Okay, a couple other cool things. So first off, I'm going to touch on the show. CanCast, April 2nd. This is shaping up to be massive, okay? My phone's ringing like crazy on it. We've almost got both buildings full between table and new vendors.
No slippers?
There's no slippers. I'm still holding my grounds on that. I will not fill it with anything but fishing. I would rather have an empty spot than someone selling something that's not fishing.
And how many gates are people being able to walk through to get into these buildings?
2.
2 gates?
2 big gates.
Yeah.
We've got this figured out. So I'm going to touch on this because this has been a topic lately.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting messages on this. Other dealers are telling me people are commenting on it. Look, I've said it before. Nobody expected what happened last year.
No.
Yeah, we marketed the heck out of it, but nobody expected that.
Yeah, no.
Okay? We appreciate the support you guys gave us more than anything. And we want to make sure that we can get you all in quickly.
Yep.
So we stepped up as an organization and we put the money out to get both buildings. Our expenses increased dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? But we know this is the next step for us. Yeah, I bet you there's going to be a lineup, 100%, because we're going to announce some deals that are coming to this show, which you're only going to be able to get at this show, which we can't announce them yet. Of course, there's going to be a lineup. Difference is, though, it's going to move quick.
Yeah.
So we went from a capacity of 1,200 people in that Morrow building.
Mhm.
I can put 9,000 people in that building now at one time. So we're not going to have any issues.
Yeah.
It's going to be busy. There's no doubt about it.
So pre-sales of tickets, right through the box
There will
office.
be pre-sales of tickets. Those will be going for sale March 1st.
Can you get them there if you choose to?
So we're going to, I'm not going to comment on the box office yet. We may be doing it online. Either way, there'll be chances to get them pre-sale. Scan through the door.
Yep.
Okay? So there's a few people saying they're not going because they're not waiting in that line, and it was like making us out to be bad people. That wasn't the intent.
No.
Literally, the building came to us like, you guys got to stop.
Yeah,
We've never seen this
yeah.
many people in this building at once. This is crazy.
Yeah. We were maxed out. We had
So-
counters.
Yeah. So remember, guys, like, we will make sure it works this year.
Yeah.
Trust me. I've been at other shows there this year already, studying how they're doing different things, and they're still expecting this to be the biggest show in Peterborough.
And it wasn't us that set the limit on how many people could go in that building. That's a legit fire
legitimately,
thing.
you couldn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were barely walking. Wow.
Who wants to rub shoulders that close
Yeah.
to anyways,
So-
right?
Yeah.
At least there was room to move around in there too. Like even with the max out, it wasn't like
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder. You could actually see something.
And there's so much cool stuff coming. Like Peterborough Pro Tackle has stuff, which we're going to get them on here before I start talking about what they're bringing. Taco Depot's doing their thing. The Geiger Tech. There's so many, like, let's just forget about, like, I'll go through a whole vendor list next week, next time we do this for Christmas. There's so many amazing bait makers coming, plus the used guys. They get their own section this year. Big companies, too. Under Armour, the Daiwas, the Shimano's, the St. Croix of the world. Everyone's going to be launching new product because we're the week after the Classic.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to see stuff in Canada for the first time, this will be the place to be.
That's awesome.
So we have a lot of cool things happening. We have 3.5 months basically to this show. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're going to be posting stuff daily.
3.5 months?
We're also going to be giving away, something like that. January, February, March. Yeah, it's coming.
And I think, and then I'm not sure.
Trust me, I'm not sleeping.
This is the only show that's going to be actually after ICAST, correct?
No, it's before
Classic.
ICAST.
After
after the
Classic.
Classic.
After the Classic.
podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I just want to say, and this probably sounds biased because it's coming from me, the show promoter, but all these great vendors put so much work in to come and attend this for us. And obviously we have to show them support as consumers and people so we can keep doing fun things like this. And I really think if you guys show up, and even if you got to wait in line for 10 minutes, for the first hour, it's going to go quick after that. If you had to wait in line for 10 minutes this time, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
And there's going to be so much inventory in that building, like so much. They are bringing truckloads. Everybody.
Name it a big event that you don't have to line up at some point.
100%.
You know?
Yeah, I understand.
It's going to be worth it.
I get it. I was walking through that line last year giving out free lures to kids and everything and thanking people. If I had a young 3-year-old, I get it. I wouldn't be able to wait for 2 hours in that line. We totally get it. So we stepped up and we're going to make it something to remember. We're going to work it. We're going to have full-time people on the crowds, on the lines, getting people through the doors, and we're expecting another big turnout. So we have all sorts of new vendors that have never been at the show. We're never at Bowmanville. We're never at Peterborough coming. It's going to be really, really cool. So I got very excited the last couple of weeks.
Perhaps we could make it kind of exciting for those people that are in line for a while.
Oh,
What if we could do something?
Oh, no. We're going to be giving stuff out to people all day. First 100 people in line are going to get something. First next 100 are getting something. I'm not talking like something stupid. I'm talking like T-shirts and lure. Trust me, your admission is going to be paid for on the free good you get. That's how good this is going to be. There's so many great sponsors stepping up. Now, because I said that, every other show is going to take my idea. But just remember, you heard it here first. So one big thing about it, YOLO Tech stepping up. They're going to be the presenting sponsor of CanCast 2023.
Congratulations.
So some very cool things. Some very cool things coming from them. So check out their booth. Awesome stuff. We're hopefully going to have a couple of their pro guys up too. And it's going to be cool. So big thanks to those guys, Tim and Christian and everybody. And we appreciate it big time. So that's it. I want to tell you more, but I can't yet.
I want to know more.
I can't give it all away.
I'm going to stab you in your gallbladder
I can't.
if you don't tell me.
I can't give it all away. I really can't. So, anyways, we got a lot of stuff to get to. I think we're going to hear from Cooper Gallant soon. Let's just touch on a couple more things. Peterborough Pro Tackle. Get in there. They're doing an awesome tree right now. Basically, how I understand it is there's $1,500 worth of fishing gear on this tree.
Mm-hmm.
Purchase a raffle ticket to win it. All the money goes towards charity and raising money for fish research, and you can win basically everything on this tree.
Can you buy those tickets online?
I believe you can. Let me see here. Tickets, yep, right here online. Click it.
Fantastic.
So you don't even have to go in store, but go online, buy it.
How much is the ticket?
So right now they are $5 for $1 or $20 for $5.
Wow.
And like Travis and Summer and Chris, the whole crew there, they're always stepping up.
$5 for $1 or $20 for $5?
Tickets are, sorry, I read that wrong.
I think so.
1 for $5.
Wow, way to embarrass me. Tickets are $5 for 1.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
20 for 5.
Right on.
Okay. So winner will be announced December 21st, 2022, obviously, at 6 p.m. So there's stuff on there from Travis Gosling Construction, X-Zone, Iowa, Musky Maniacs, all these people, just a few more. YOLO Tech's going to be on there. So lots of good stuff.
What a way to ring out the year.
Yeah.
Eh?
That'd be a cool one to
in
win.
that tree.
We'll post the picture right here so you guys can see it. Post it on our Instagram too. That's cool. Another one. If you were at if you were at Holiday in the Hills in Bowmanville, great new Christmas festival, there was a number of businesses that stepped up and sponsored trees to support a local charity called the Sophia Project, Kids with Cancer. So we at CanCast sponsored a tree. Here's a little video of it. And big thanks to the Perfect Jig for giving us all those nice tubes.
Atta boy.
But basically, you go there, you can vote for it. We're the only fishing tree. There's some really good ones, but we're the only fishing one. He's even got a nice like ice rod on the top of it, line coming out. Leanne did everything. I did nothing. This was all.
I wanted to make candy canes out of Sankos.
I know, and this is totally my fault.
Yeah.
Because I knew you guys wanted to be involved, and then it was like the day before, and Leanne's like, "What are you doing for this tree?" And I'm like, "I completely forgot."
Oh, wow.
And Perfect Jig saved the day.
Yeah.
Leanne went and bought a bunch of bobbers and cool stuff, and she saved the day.
Right on.
And here I am. Taking all the glory.
I was looking through my camera reel earlier, and I came across a picture of the three of us for the podcast we did last year.
Yeah.
Pushing the show.
Yeah.
And you were wearing a Perfect Jig hat.
Yeah.
And I had this big beard going on, and Mark still had that stupid look on his face.
Yeah, I did. It's the one I wear, man. I own it.
I know.
No, like I said, on this show we do it's a different feel. It's high energy. And it's you won't want to miss it. I know I'm biased, but I'm telling you.
It's going to be pumping.
It's going to be something.
It's going to be pumping.
Single day, that many people in a matter of hours, it's going to be hopping.
And like nobody wants to take anything home. They want to sell it all.
The hours this year are extended, right?
Yeah, 9 to 4.
9 to 4.
We used to open at 10. We're going at 9.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Love to go at 8, but there is some vendors coming from way out of town, like Sudbury and Timmins and stuff, that they got to get a couple hours in the morning to set up.
You sure okay with that?
I'm not okay.
Pre-party the night before?
Well, we slept for 2 hours last week.
Puts pressure on you guys.
Yeah, we're doing a social the night before.
Oh, there'll be a pre-party again the night before, and you are all invited.
Yes,
Right.
you are.
Everybody. And you know
Good
what?
time.
I'll probably have enough drinks in me there that I'll be giving away tickets to skip the line.
There you go.
So, all right. Okay, guys, we have some other things to get to, but I was talking to my buddy, your buddy, everybody's buddy, Cooper Gallant earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should give him a call and catch up with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what he's doing.
Somewhere on his way to Georgia right now.
Yeah, $100 says he's driving.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet you he's driving.
Cooper, it's Kyle, Mark, and Shawn from the CanCast. How's it going?
What's up, boys?
Where are you today?
I've been driving for about 6 hours, and I'm about an hour and a bit away from Lake Seminole, doing a little bit of pre-practicing for next year.
Nice. So we haven't had a chance to get on here and talk to you as far as, everybody in the audience listening, but you did it, bud. You made the elites. How are you feeling?
It's pretty crazy. I got a big grin on my face right now. It's, dream come true. I mean, it's all I've ever thought about ever since I got into tournament fish and never even knew what Bassmaster was. And dream come true. It's been a crazy year, and I'm super thankful for everyone that's been a part of the journey, from my sponsors to my family and all my friends back home in Ontario. It's been an absolute blast.
So does it feel like real? Like, has it sunk in yet? Like I know you're preparing for it and stuff, but like, will you still have butterflies on the first blast off?
Oh, 100%. I will. I'm sure every blast off, and the second I don't get butterflies, I'm probably going to quit doing it. It really hit me. It's funny because like it has hit me. It hasn't really. I get these little moments where it hits me. I was at a boat launch the other day, and I was launching the boat, and I was talking to Buddy. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing out here from Canada?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just pre-practicing for a tournament I have out here next year." He's like, and then we started talking again. He's like, "What tournament are you fishing out here next year?" I'm like, "The Elites." And it just felt so weird saying that. you know, and then it kind of, I get these little moments where it hits me, but I don't think it's actually fully hit me yet.
That's wicked. So, like, are you feeling squared away? Like, boats are ready to go, rods and reels? Are you still, like, got a million pieces to put together?
Oh, I got 2 million pieces to put together still. I've got a lot of stuff done and organized for next year. But like you said, like the whole boat thing, I still gotta rig the boat, and which takes time. It's time consuming. By the time you rewire everything and put what you want on the boat, it takes time. But with that being said, it will all be done in time, and it'll all work out, and we'll be ready to rock come February.
So we had a guy. We were asking for questions earlier. And we got one, and it came in, and your name was in it. So I'm going to ask you this question. And who is going to win a blue trophy first, you or Cory?
It was funny. I was just on the phone with Chris and Jeff, and I forget what Jeff said, but he's like, basically said, like, well, what's your main goal for next year? And I said my main goal is to win one before Cory.
I love the confidence. I love it.
I really hope you do, buddy.
That's the goal. It's a hard task. Those boys are so good. But no, honestly, like, yeah, I mean, I just can't wait to get out fishing and yeah, like even just competing against Chris and Cory and Gussie, like I've looked up to those, and I still look up to them huge. We've become buddies over the past few years, but I'll always look up to them. Yeah, it'll be fun. Can't wait.
How many kilometers you put on your truck this year, Coop?
I don't know the exact number, but I got it last. When did I get it? I got it last year. I put at least 50 on it this year.
Wow.
Those are rookie numbers. Bump that up.
Yeah, I do that around here.
Yeah, I've done. I've had to do a lot of more oil changes than I thought I'd be doing this year on it.
Okay, so if there's one lake on the series that you're most excited for, which one would it be?
St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence. Yeah, that's just the Canadians thing, right?
100%.
Okay.
Water.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the North. I'm looking forward to them all, but I'm really looking forward to the St. Lawrence. Yeah, just because it's such a good fishery and it's treated me well in the past. So I'm looking forward to getting back there.
It's going to be a hometown slugfest.
Yeah. Okay, so let's backwards that question. Which lake are you not fear the most, but are you the least confident in right now?
It's a hard one to answer because I haven't really. Yeah, the hard. I mean, there is one that does stick. There is one that does stick out. And it's probably the Sabine River. Like it's going to be probably the toughest tournament of the year. I'm still looking forward to it. I just think it's just going to be a tougher one.
Yeah, but
like
you love those tournaments. You love those grinder derbies that you got to go out there and struggle to get 12 pounds.
Yeah, I do. I love the tournament. Yeah, like 12 pounds a day. Like some fisheries, 12 pounds a day, you'll win. And you're fishing for, 4 to 7 bites all day. I do like those kind of tournaments. Just because they're a little bit harder, you got to keep your mind and head in the game. And I don't know. I've just always liked those tough tournaments.
So Cooper, what's your travel plan for next year? So when you were doing the opens, we saw you sleep in a tent, your truck, boat ramps, campgrounds, you name it. Are you traveling with anybody? Do you got a kind of a system you're gonna do, or you're winging it?
I'm probably going to wing it. That's just how I've always been. I was going to room with some friends, and there's talks about doing it, but all I've ever done, like through the Opens and my travels in the U.S. is, like, for these tournaments, I've stayed by myself for the most part, and, like, I'll go out for dinners with buddies here and there for sure, but I don't know. I like, when it comes derby time, when it comes official practice, I like doing my own thing. I hate the doc talk, and I kind of just like get in this zone that I never get in when I'm with other people. So for that reason being, I don't want to switch things up, especially my first year on the elites. I'm just going to kind of keep rolling with what I've been doing.
Smart plan, buddy.
Yeah.
Got a rookie of the year to go after, right? You only get one shot at rookie of the year.
Yeah, it would be nice. That's probably the number one goal going into this year.
So you got a lot of sponsors helping you out, Cooper. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, each and every one of my sponsors. It means absolute world. You know, they believed in me from the start, and without them, I would not be where I'm at today. I would guarantee you I wouldn't be fishing the elite if it wasn't help my sponsors, family, friends, and the Bass Nation. I grew up fishing the high school and junior program, and growing up, I got to fish with so many different people. And I'm not going to start naming names because the list is massive, but you guys know who you are, and it means the world. When I was younger, you guys taking me fishing, and yeah, all my friends, family, and sponsors, I appreciate it big time. And you know, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I made the elites, but in my head, like, you know, we made it 100%.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is
That's
cool.
Cool outlook, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Respect right there. That's good. You coming home for Christmas?
Yeah, my mom would kill me if I didn't.
Right on, bud. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. Anything else you want to touch on or say?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. And yeah, again, thanks to everyone for tuning in, and hopefully we can hop on here again sometime next year in the new year.
One more thing before you go. Your YouTube channel, Coop. You got all your chase videos up now? Where can we see them?
Yeah, so we do a series called The Chase. It's basically just like film and document from start to finish. My whole tournament experience. I did it last year on the Opens. I did 9 episodes. They're all up on my YouTube. They're all uploaded. And then we also do the road trip series, which is a multi-species series. We just travel to a bunch of different new locations we've never been to, scratching that next fishing adventure off our bucket list with close friends and family. And as far as the chase videos go, I'm going to keep doing them going into the elites next year. So every single elite event, I'm going to have a full film put out shortly after every single event. And then the classic will be filmed and documented as well. And that's just all on YouTube under my name.
That's awesome. And like, is your brother filming all those with you? Like, is he following you around next year?
He won't be. I'm hoping he can come out to at least 1 or 2 of them. I know he's coming to the classic, and then he's also going to try and get out to 1 or 2 elite events. But my dad, he really wants to come to. He's going to try and come to all of them.
That's awesome.
So it'd be pretty awesome having him there. So if he decides to come to most of them, he'll definitely be behind the camera, and he was behind the camera a lot this year through the Opens as well. So big thanks to Dad and Mom for all the support there.
Yeah, Carrie's a one-man pit crew.
Yeah, he is.
That's
Not
awesome.
much you couldn't do, eh?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. All the family support.
Yeah, he saved my butt many times. Like, as far as like mechanical, it's just little things that, you know, when you're on the road and you get in late, you still got to eat and something's wrong. Like, he's been there to help me out when I don't really have to worry about it as much as I would as if I were alone. So having that extra hand is huge. So appreciate it, Dad.
No doubt, buddy. Well, thanks for taking the time, man, and safe travels, and hopefully we'll see you around home when you're back.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you guys around Christmas, I'm sure.
Okay, buddy.
Okay,
Cheers.
drive safe, buddy.
All right. Thanks, boys.
See you, pal.
Man, you gotta love that, eh? Still, like, he's so humble still.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've never once, like, my whole time that I've known him, like, ever seen him to come off arrogant.
No.
Right? Like, I don't know him like you guys are young, but always so, like, humble, very, like, poised when you ask him a question, right? Professional. Like, he's going to have a bright future in this.
To see that kid grow over the last 7 years has been night and day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
For sure. So, no, I mean, I'm excited to go to the class.
And you know what? Anybody out there, don't be afraid to go talk to Cooper, because that kid is so approachable. He will make the time to talk to you. He loves talking to people.
Oh, yeah.
So
hopefully we'll have him at the CanCast show.
Yeah,
so the schedules work out. But okay, we have a lot of stuff to get to here. Still, we have a ton of questions came in. We're giving away a Daiwa cooler. We're gonna get to that in a second. Just a couple other things here. Ice fishing. I know how much you guys love it.
I used to do it a ton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our friends at Taco Depot and High Falls are putting on a big walleye tournament, the Walleye Challenge,
I've seen this.
on
yeah.
Saturday, January 21st. Hourly cash payouts. Register at wickedwalleyechallenge.ca. I'm showing it all right here to you guys right now. But tons of big sponsors on this one.
Yeah, so that derby is going to be held in like one area
Yes.
of Quinte.
Yeah.
Right. So you there's going to be boundaries. It's not like the entire Bay of Quinte, east and west. It's one area, and they're going to have people that go around and check the fish.
Yeah. And a lot of cool vendors set up too.
Right.
I know like Warren's going to be there. All the Garmin stuff set up on the ice for you to see and try.
Oh, very cool.
You know, there's other, like Taco Depot, Freedom, Abu, Bait Fuel, Fenwick, Berkeley, Fluger, Garmin, Striker, Rapala, Strike Master, Shimano, Big Rock, Chisholm Galley Real Estate Team. Like, there's tons of.
I know a
big
bunch
sponsors.
of people that are fishing it. Like everybody that ice fishes has already got this. They've got rooms booked.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal.
They're ready to roll.
So
yeah.
high five those guys for doing that.
Yeah.
And if I'm home, I'm traveling that week. But if I'm back, I'm gonna try to get up there
Yeah, me too.
for sure and check it out.
You want to fish it, Sean?
You guys should you guys should put a team in.
Yeah, I'll probably be fishing. Yeah, probably. All the boys are going, right? So
Yeah.
and they're busting me to go. So, you know, I'll probably. But it's the night before I'd want to go for too, right? I like the whole festivities.
There's a reason why he brings a cot in his hut.
Yeah,
You bring a cot.
but
He brings a cot.
I've
got Netflix or
I've got the most pimp setup for a pop-up ice hut you've ever seen.
I believe it.
It's amazing.
it's comfort.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's set right up. For one or two guys, like, it's set right up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Tables, chairs, cot, like sleeping arrangements, everything. It's warm.
Okay. I think it's time because we have so many of these. The Daiwa Q&A session.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
The listeners have fired up today. I only put this out like an hour and a half ago.
I seen that.
We got a bunch of questions.
You're on it.
Okay. So I'm going to say names because they're public anyways on the wall.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tony Gallucci.
Kazoo.
What lakes have you fished outside of Canada?
What have I fished outside of Canada?
Yeah.
I have fished Fork, Okeechobee,
Yep.
a bunch of smaller ponds and stuff. Holbrook in Texas. There was another one in Texas. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a pretty cool lake. Yeah, Erie.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's basically it for as far as Texas and Florida mainly. Oh, and some little ponds and stuff. And
Yeah.
when we go to the class, we try to bring a rod with us and throw where the locals
Yeah,
throw. We've never ever caught anything, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I fished Fork, Okeechobee, Kentucky, in the States. I'm sure there's a couple I'm missing. But one of the coolest lakes I've ever fished was in Mexico. And it was Lake...
I've heard of this trip. Is that the one who went down to Team Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. But I've heard fishing Mexico is incredible.
Lake Chililo. Yeah.
Lilo, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was it was unbelievable. And it's like a flooded reservoir as well, right? It's got standing timber in it, 30, 40 feet deep, and you're live scoping and you see a
That's
full
it.
tree, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super cool. But giant bass.
Actually, the last time we were on Okeechobee, we were with Mr. Gallucci.
Yeah, we were.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Sandy Ferry. What are your favorite baits for Lake Simcoe perch ice fishing?
Mark.
You know what? I don't really fish it a lot, but the slab grabber, can't go wrong with the slab grabber, and probably just a small jig head with some kind of minute bait. Like, what are they called?
I'll be
Scud bugs, like scud bug kind of deal.
I'll be trying that Euro tackle stuff this year.
Yeah.
Euro tackle's coming to the show with Streamside, and Peter raves about it. And like, I've seen some, like, it's awesome for ice fishing. So I'm gonna be trying some of that.
Yeah,
Some of that for sure.
I don't get out for panfish on Simcoe, so.
And I don't do a lot of panfish or perch either,
No, I don't either.
but more lake trout and stuff, right?
Right.
So, all right. Daryl Pogue, what is the best way to keep my batteries for the winter? I heard not to put them on concrete. Is that right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to put your battery directly on concrete. You're supposed to have some kind of insulator in between it. I just put mine on I got styrofoam from the job that we install in the exterior of a house. I just put mine on that.
So I've always was taught that too. And then someone told me recently that
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It doesn't
matter.
really matter. But
No?
you know what I do? I unhook them and leave them in the boat.
That's
Charge
what-
them up, and then I hook them up and leave them in the boat. What is the difference between them sitting in the boat all winter or sitting in my garage all winter?
Well, my garage is heated.
Yeah, well, mine's not.
So Dave
Well,
Bairstow told me years ago, charge them up full, unhook them, leave them in the boat.
That's what I do.
I've never had battery problems
Me neither.
when I had my boat.
Yeah.
But I also don't see the harm in keeping them in a warm spot,
Right.
right? So I think that's what you got to do, Daryl, is just make sure they go to sleep before.
I think the lithiums are a different cat. I think you have to take those out, I believe.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Hey, we'll have to call.
I've got AGM cranker, and then just lead acid for my trolling motors.
So Daryl, here's my advice to you. There's going to be a number of battery guys at the show. I know it's after winter, but still.
Yeah.
Go and see one of them and figure out what the best is. They probably know something we don't.
You know what? I figured there's like probably billion batteries sitting out in shipping containers all winter, getting ready to go wherever
Yeah,
it's going.
that's
So
true. Snowmobile batteries sit out in the cold all the time. Okay.
Your car battery.
Dan Lenahan, as well as Mark Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Any more info on your tin boat championship or tourney?
Oh.
This is getting a little serious. And we probably should pick a date if we're going to do this.
Yeah, we're going to have to sit down and.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we will try to have an announcement on this early in the new year because there's a lot of logistics to it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to do it properly. Insurance and all that stuff. Yep. So we'll make that a goal of our team to plan a summer CanCast tin boat derby.
Yeah, maybe there's somewhere people could vote that they want to see like an
well,
online tournament so that like
I'm gonna
everybody from everywhere can do it, or do they want to see it on a lake and everybody get together and.
We've got a lot of messages on it, so I'm generally would like to see who's serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to put a poll out and see who will actually show up, right? Like, no offense, I don't want to do it for 5 boats. We got 25? Yeah, let's have a good day.
Right.
So, which I don't think we're going to have a problem getting 25 boats.
No, me neither.
So
Me neither.
Yeah. Christopher Manso. Is there going to be any American fishing pros attending or giving seminars or exhibitor booths? Yes, there will be elite pros. That's all I'm going to say at this point. That's it.
Right.
Okay. Vic Morris from Pro Water Baits. What are the top 3 color choices for your tournament bass anglers?
It's just green pumpkin, black and blue.
Black and blue.
And straight black.
Straight black. There you go.
Well, black and blue, black and blue.
Garrett Brown. Really want to know the progress being made on the Teeny Boat Championship. Okay, there you go. Also, what is Mark's favorite country song of all time? Maybe an impromptu karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
I drove down to Texas with Garrett, and there's probably only 2 country songs I know. That's like Chicken Fried and That Wagon Wheel. So basically every day I woke up with a wagon wheel. That's why I only know the chorus, like 3 or 4 words. So he was always laughing at me. So we always tease each other about if anybody hears it or, the chicken fried. You know I like my chicken fried.
Chris Flay. Is the CanCast show going to do any fundraising for Coop and Danny? Good chance to raise some funds for the boys.
Well, I don't know if they really need.
I think there'll be some other
Fundraising,
causes we
yeah.
can
I think if we're going to fundraise, we're going to have somebody that's less fortunate that
Sorry, Danny.
needs
Sorry,
to
Coop.
survive, not play.
I've already.
Those guys get a lot of support throughout sponsors and people, and
Yeah.
they're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that, Chris. Mike Shue. What are the top 6 boat maintenance duties for successful bass season? Cannot use at oil and gas. Yeah, I'm gonna.
What do you mean?
All right, I got this one. Okay. You know what? And I shouldn't have even opened my mouth because I don't remember the proper terminology. You know, like on your
thing
where your hulls meet.
Yeah, yes.
Pulley strip.
Those rub rail.
Those rub rail. Sorry, those screws.
Yes.
Tighten those things.
Mm-hmm.
I did it both years. I had that boat, and you got to check them. It's amazing how they loosen up.
Yep.
That's number one for me.
Yeah.
I would check those things religiously, and even if you just found 2, you could avoid a big problem.
And before even you get in the boat, you got to get to where you're going. So make sure those tires and those bearings are A1.
Yep, those are big.
Yeah.
Motor mounts are another big deal.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure your motor mounts, there's a lot of grease nipples too, that you should make sure they all get a shot.
For sure. Yeah,
And basically every screw on the boat, not just the rub rail.
Yeah.
You know,
Check through-
your lids,
tighten
everything. Everything.
That old Triton of mine, it's just 20-year-old boat, right? You check everything all the time.
Yeah.
So, everything too is a trolling motor. Trolling motor gets used a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And guys forget to check the props, check all the hinges and stuff like that on there.
Pull the prop, make sure there's no line around
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Little things like that. So that's another big one.
Yeah.
Big one for me. As well as if you ever get a day on rough water, check your electrical connections. Like if it's rigged properly, it's going to be fine. But it's amazing how many times that popped out or I didn't do that right. But if you get a good installer, we actually last week did our Garmin install training in Toronto. We had a number of dealers come out, and there's some really good certified techs now that you'll get your install warranted if you go to one of these guys.
Oh, nice.
It's phenomenal. So that's if you're running Garmin. So that's it. I don't know if we're up to 6 there, but we're pretty close. Oh, the other thing too is I always vacuumed my carpets. Dirty carpets made me mad.
Dude.
I did the shaving cream trick, all that.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah.
It worked.
Really?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Barbasol?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter?
I don't remember.
Gillette didn't matter?
The kayak's easy.
I'm thinking about
nothing
changing my carpet next year.
You want the tech?
And putting that C-deck down.
So I was in a boat with C-deck and it was balling.
Yeah. But the only problem with that is the durability.
So carpet's a big job.
Yeah, carpet's a big job.
Me and Mercer talked about doing my carpet if I was gonna keep my Triton because it was worn out.
Right.
Kept it clean, but it was worn out. And Mercer did his old boat, right? And he did a phenomenal job on it.
I did my old boat.
Another good guy who's apparently amazing at doing carpet is Chef Todd.
Really, eh?
Apparently he is like one of the best in North America.
Really, eh?
That's what Gerard told me. Apparently his cuts, everything is unbelievable.
Well, the thing with the tech deck, it's cut to make. Right?
Yeah.
It's basically layer down. Strip your carpet and layer down.
Gerard's probably one of the best boat wiring guys I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
You should see you should see his boat, buddy. It's insane. Insane. Unbelievable. It's like a beautifully immaculate job.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't let anything go wayside. He takes care of his stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay. Your earliest fishing memory. Sorry, Mark and Sean. You'll have to work a bit harder than Kyle here. Wham Baits Canada. New vendor coming to the show. That was mean.
That was kind of mean.
Oh,
Who was that?
that's Wham Baits.
Wham Baits.
They're a new vendor. They got some cool stuff. They got a booth at the show. They're coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be their first show. Yeah.
Their first show ever?
First show ever.
Oh, that's
for them.
amazing.
Yeah, no, we're
Good for
pretty-
you
we're pretty
guys.
excited to have it.
Looking forward to getting them super drunk and making them miss the first half.
Yeah, it's comments like that.
Yeah. Oh, we're so
Two best friends.
So
My
earliest
first memory would probably be on Chemong Lake. We had a trailer right by the causeway there, Pine Grove, where the Sip and Dip is there, and it was actually part of the dock was a section of the old causeway when it was wood.
Okay.
So I was probably fishing off that when I was probably 4 or 5, 6, 5.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
yeah, that's probably mine.
I can't remember what I did yesterday.
No
so.
doubt. I think mine would be camping as kids. We'd always camp wherever, Emily Park, and we go to the dock. And my dad, he catch sunfish and stuff. My dad's thing was always hot dogs and corn kernels for on the hooks.
Oh yeah,
That was it. We always caught fish.
I got a pretty good fish catch memory when I was a kid. I was probably 11 or 12. I caught a giant walleye off the dock, and had to go to baseball. So I stuck it right in the bucket before I left. And this thing was
What?
like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then, like, my parents weren't fishermen. Like, they had no idea. I caught, look, he caught a fish. Oh, he put it in the bucket. And we came home, and it was all, like, it was dead, of course.
Yeah.
It was head down in the bucket, like, it couldn't swim.
PETA loves you.
Yeah, we ate it.
There you go.
Yeah. Statute of limitations ran out on that one.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was illegal at the time.
So we're not going to be able to get to every question. But here's another one: Yakin and Bassin. Now this one's kind of a loaded question because to me it really depends on the lake. But is flipping for buckets or drop shotting for smallies? What's the better tournament tactic day? Sorry, what is the better tournament tactic day in and day out in Southern Ontario?
Day in and day out.
What do you? Yeah, like if you're on a lake with both of them, what are you doing?
Well, you know what? Smallies have taken charge. You know, it used to be buckets and maybe one smallie would win you that event.
Now you win.
Now you win it with all smallies. So
yeah.
If you want to win, there's certain lakes for sure that you're targeting the brownfish 100%.
I think you're right.
And a lot more lakes as we progress in time.
I personally love smallmouth fishing, so I target smallmouth basically. And like, I could probably go and fill my card better if buckets quicker, but I always try to go for the smallies, and it's bit me lots. But hey, what do you do?
I'm a rock bass kind of guy.
Yeah. You crush them.
Average Ontario Anglers, one of the best pages on Instagram. Casting versus spinning for smallmouth jerkbait rod.
Oh, I like spinning, but I also have the Seth Fighter
6'9".
Yeah, it's a super soft rod. The first year I used it, I didn't lose a single fish, and I used it for topwater and jerkbait.
I'm torn on this one. I have both setups. I have the Seth Fighter rod, which I really like.
Yeah.
I have another Tatula. It's a shorter one. It's like 6'8". I don't even think
I have that same rod.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
And then, but spinning, there's a Kage. It's a 6'10" jerk and tube rod, we call it.
Yeah.
I use that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
See, for me, if I got to work the bait fast, I'll use a spinning setup.
Yeah.
If I can get away with slower
and
longer pauses, like I'll use a casting setup.
I like, especially when you're throwing those jerk baits, I like that Tatula Elite long cast reel.
Yeah.
I like hucking that thing a mile, right? And bringing it like jerk bait. So, I don't know. I thought that'd be more of a debate, but you guys.
Yeah, no, I'm a spinning guy too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think drag is a very important thing when you're jerk baiting as well.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier to control with a spinning reel because I know spinning reel's better. But when I'm jerking, if I'm doing a hard jerk, you can actually hear that drag coming out a little bit.
Yep.
And then you'll just set the hook, and then you'll tighten up a little bit. It's important not to tighten down too much, obviously, because you're using trebles and crazy fish. Bad things are going to happen.
Yeah.
So, Miss Fishmore on Instagram, best drop shot rod in the Daiwa lineup.
Cody Meyer.
So, I wouldn't word it like best because there's too many good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like Cody Meyer.
Me too.
So, I always fished the Cody Meyer 2 years ago. This year, I fished just the new Tatula XT. Because I just wanted to try them for the price point. Like, they're just so freaking good. All those big fish on Simcoe were all caught on Tatula XT drop shot rod.
Yeah.
Another one that's been popular is so there's obviously Brett Ehlers. His is a little bit longer. I think it's 7.6.
Yeah, I have that.
Got the AGS too,
guides.
right?
That's what I have.
And then there's also Randy Howell has one, and his is a 7.3 medium extra. So they're all pretty popular. Personally, if I'm going to go buy one, there's the new Rebellion, which I haven't had a chance to fish it yet. I would probably go and get the Cody Meyer.
No, I added that
just
rod.
Normal
I added that rod to my arsenal this year, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Everybody, that was super popular when they.
Didn't you catch a lake trout on it with your first?
My first fish was a lake trout.
right.
Yes, it was. I never would have thought that, but hey, I'm a multi-species kind of guy.
Rich Asen. Top 2 baits to find bass on a new body of H2O.
Well, new largemouth. I think the frog is or something top water, something moving. Just kind of locate them better. Maybe a chatterbait or frog, and then the dinger or a jig. Personally.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. You're going to want a fast-moving search bait, something you can cover water with, and it's really hard to beat a Senko, man.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Dinger.
Here's a loaded one. Not going to say the name. Okay.
You know we can look this up on the internet.
No. This one's came through text.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, cheapers.
Where'd it go here? Okay, 1 second. Here we go.
Time to...
Okay. How do you feel about pre-fishing? Do you like pre-fishing? Do you not? And what do you feel about like rest times? Like some series do like leads like you can fish like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but Friday no one's on the water tournament. Some do it 2 days, 3 days, no pre-fishing at all. What do you guys like?
Well, I look at it as I don't have time to pre-fish. Do I hate the people that go out and pre-fish? No, I would maybe a little bit envious.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they hate. But you know what? Whenever I have pre-fished, I've won pre-fished, and I've crudted the bed in the tournament. So I don't know if it's more important to fish for today instead of what happened yesterday or last week, or I don't know. It just seems to me like where they were then, they're not there now, and then you get in that trap thinking they're going to be here, I know they're here, and they're not. Then it just ends up biting you. So personally, I don't like to pre-fish. I just like to go out fishing.
Yep.
There's a lot to a successful pre-fish. One, I don't think you should spend too much time on the water. I think if you're down there for like a week and a half or 2 weeks before, I think that could hurt you.
Yep.
Right?
Too many variables.
Yeah, I think that could hurt you. Pre-fishing for a clubby, I don't know why anybody would really waste their time.
With their money?
Or their money, But I also understand why they do it too, because there's a lot of bragging rights that goes on with these guys in clubs.
And a lot of it, like on new lakes, I get it. It's more not typically really finding the fish. It's eliminating water. Eliminating water that you're not going to go to.
And I think that's what we said on previous episodes, is people don't know how to pre-fish.
Yeah, how many times do you look at a short on it? Oh my God, that looks amazing. You get there and there's 3 inches of water.
Yeah.
My thing is I hate when guys like do find their spots and they're like, well, I got a day left. I'm going to go burn everyone else's. And they start stinging everything.
Yeah,
that drives me nuts.
That's a dirtbag move to do.
I
know some guys that pull that stunt.
If I got my water, found my water, I'm done. Going home.
The one thing that irks me though, those opening weekend tournaments and stuff, and then guys go out pike fishing. Yeah. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, that should be for those tournaments, that body of water should be off limits.
If you want to go pike fishing, then go pike fishing somewhere else.
That's simple. That body of water should be off limits.
That's what I agree.
If you're fishing the Derby.
Yeah, that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look good for the whole sport.
Yeah.
Now this one came in from, this is a good question here.
And don't sting your fish.
Yes. That's what I mean. You got to learn how to pre-fish.
Yeah.
There's technique to it. So how many events is too many? Do too many series water down the series by spreading out the competitors too much? Like, would you rather have like 6 really good events from like June to September, where you want one every weekend? Like, what's too much?
Well, you look at the size of the field, like the new bait fuel tour is going to have. They're capping it at 65.
Yep.
They could probably run 100 boat field next year and be full.
Yep.
Right? But they want 65. They want 6. They can fish smaller bodies of water. They're
6
not under
dates.
so much pressure at a ramp. You know what I mean? The weigh-ins are in and out.
Yeah.
Right? I think 65 is a great number. I think 85 is a really good number as well.
I think he was more referring to like how many events is too many. Sorry.
Like, are you saying like there's a...
Yeah, so like the boat numbers is a great point. But I mean, like...
There's one every weekend.
Is it too much? Would you rather have like one a month for this series, or 2 a month, or like what is it? Like, as the work... Okay, that's me. I'm going to rephrase the question.
I think...
We're all working men.
Yeah.
We're all working people.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. You're doing clubby stuff. I'm basically doing clubby stuff. Whether it's kayaker.
Yeah.
We're not pre-fishing.
No.
We're just not.
No.
So would you rather be like just one weekend a month so you can be competitive in that series than fish whatever else you want the other weekends, or you want one every weekend?
I think everybody that does tournament fishing are probably looking for a different thing. Yeah. And you know, there's people that don't like this series over this series because they offer this lake or that lake or this price point, this field size.
Yep.
So I think variety is good. Does it get washed down? I think there's a lot. There's a lot of anglers out there that tournament fish. So I don't really think the amount of series is an issue.
There's guys that fish every weekend.
Yeah.
And they don't want to fun fish. They want to go for the money.
Yeah. There's guys that just love the competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's guys that just love fishing that lake. And if there's a derby on that lake, they're going to fish that lake.
Well, there's a number of guys I know that just fish Rice Lake.
That's right. Yeah.
And I laugh at it because it's like, look, they've got it figured out.
Oh, they got it dialed.
You should go and fish something else. Come on.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but I also know a lot of guys that won't go fish those lakes because then they got to fish against those guys that are dialed.
You have it dialed.
So
Goes both ways.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But tournaments, like if you're a serious tournament angler and you want to fish a series, like if it was me, I would want to fish one tournament a month, right? Because it's a lot to fish every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
One tournament a month, one big tournament a month. I'd like a 100-boat field. Like that's a solid field, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you usually get a good payout with the proper entry fee. So, and then it doesn't eat up so much of your time either, because you know, for something like that, if you're super serious, you want to get at least 3 days of practice in before the Derby, and that's 5 days on the water usually, right?
Yeah.
You know,
having such a short season here, you know, you're gonna have somewhere every weekend. You can't really help that.
Yeah, like I like fishing the multi-day derbies, right? I'm not huge on one-day derbies. I enjoy multi-day derbies. I like going away. I like having dinner with all the guys at night. I like being there for the practice. I like hanging out in the right. I'm more of a social deal for me. It's not so much I want to go out and focus and win. You know, like, because I'm just not that good.
No, I get it.
You know, but I'm real good at drinking with the boys.
Yeah, you are.
All right, last one. I'm gonna put everybody's names in. I'm gonna pull a winner. I'm gonna pull it tomorrow.
You're gonna pull on what?
I'll pull the name out of the hat.
Yeah.
I'll even do it on the air. I'll film it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll mail you the cooler. Okay. Your least favorite lake in the Corfas. I feel like we had this one episode.
I think we did.
We might have.
No, I think maybe we had your favorite. What's your least favorite?
The least favorite?
My least favorite is probably a lot of people's favorite. I don't like balsam. I don't know, there's just something about balsam that I just don't like.
I've only fished balsam once.
I like it for pike.
I only fished it once. I have a tournament there this year, though, on opening weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
It's going to wing it.
I'm not big on tri-lakes.
Yeah.
I love tri-lakes.
Yeah, I'm not big on tri-lakes.
I'm not big on Skoogog anymore.
Oh, I hate it. There it is. That's mine.
It used to be my favorite.
I hate Skoogog. There you go. That's it. Settled. I hate Skoogog.
Yeah,
Skoogog.
Oh, I hate it. What a cesspool. No offense to anybody who lives on it.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah,
used to be so good.
Yeah,
what happened?
I used to put my boat in, you know, in the evening, go out for a few hours and just go crack them.
Yeah.
Now
I think that starry wartweed really caused a huge problem.
The what's that?
That starry wartweed.
Oh yeah. And then even the walleye population from being overfished and I don't know. People are saying it's coming back. Like the bass are coming back good and it big but I don't know. And you know who does really good on Skoogog always is Palmer. Shawn Palmer.
Yeah.
He's got that place figured out.
He's a hammer.
Yeah.
He is.
He's got it figured out.
He's put his time in.
There's a couple other Skoogog guys that got it figured out. But yeah, I don't know. I've never been a Skoogog fan. I used to fish that all the time in the tin boat too. As a
First
kid.
bass clubby I ever fished, I fished on Skoogog. Cooper was my partner.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now he's in the elites.
We won.
There you go.
Yeah, we cracked him that day.
I guess Cooper caught them all.
Hey?
He caught all but one?
No.
That was your big fish day, wasn't it?
I caught them all. Yeah.
I saw you once on Skoogog before I knew you.
Yeah?
Yeah. You were blasting down your bass boat. We were in what were we in? My little brother's tracker with a 40 on it.
Yeah.
And you were ripping past us, and I can't remember where we were. In a channel. I think we were going to the Gretzky's maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
And you ripping, and I remember that boat was fine and clear as day. And then I met you years later. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Red boat, right?
Yeah, red boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it clear as day.
Yeah.
Shawn Mccaul behind the wheel.
Streak.
Yeah.
It was always going fast back then. It doesn't go so fast anymore. I'm not much of a fast guy.
You used to have hats off on your poles.
Yeah.
Hats
Because I lost so
off.
many hats ripping down the friggin' lake.
I forgot to ask Cooper why he doesn't have a phone sponsor yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Poor
a
guy.
liability.
I'm going to give him a prepaid phone for the classic. Here, use this.
Yeah,
Here's a caller card.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I mean, anyways, we went a little over time, but we were just catching up. And
Yeah, it's
so
been a while.
we got some cool things coming up. So one, we got lots of guests. So every episode in the new year, and hopefully one before Christmas, always going to have a guest. Okay? Every week every time we do this, we'll be making show announcements. Different vendors, what's coming. all this stuff you need to do. I do have a few vendor spots left because I opened up so much space this year. So message me. Another thing too, we're going to try to get John Mulligan from Musky Maniacs. They have a pop-up store right now in Lansdown Mall in Peterborough. You go in there and buy all their gear, everything you want right now for Christmas.
Sweet.
Like, it's a full store. It's full of Musky Maniac clothing.
I'm going to pop in there.
Yeah, I think I might too.
I'm going to try to get in there this week. That's cool for them to do that.
Super cool.
That's super cool. So we're going to have them on there. We got some good guides coming on. And you guys want to see anybody or want to talk about anything, message us. Please do. We're always up for conversation. Yeah. So, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's stepping up. I appreciate you guys, Woody, Mark, and Shawn. Thank you guys for everything. And I'm looking forward to hopefully a Christmas edition if we can pull it off before Christmas. So I got some fun ideas for that one.
Sweet.
Awesome. Make sure you guys check it out. YOLO Tech. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you guys next time.